9 degrees outside actually right now. Um, so you got to leave it, let it get a little warm, mix it up real quick. Mix that little pectin apple water mixture with the Red Star yeast. Pour it back in here. Um, but it will become very volatile. So you'll probably want to add a bung, which is those little bloopers that I told you about, and then also a blow off or something like that, which is basically just a hose into a thing of water. So if it does hit into this little bucket of water, it kind of stops. I've never had that happen, but it's just a matter of time. So I try to take. Oh no, not an apple on the ground. I try to take as many, not take as many chances as I can when it comes to like brewing stuff, just because it's I fucking if they explode inside, I'm gonna be so fucking irritated. I just know it, so I try to take as much care as I can while making them, and I'll watch them even after I add the yeast for like the next 10 or 15 minutes. Just because it's very quick. It's very quick and it's very hard to see. Honestly, if you are not staring at that shit, you'll probably miss it. And then all of a sudden, you're just gonna have a bunch of foam and shit on the ground. God forbid it's in bottles and they just explode. My dad's been brewing beer, like I said, with my uncle for like a really, really long time. For like a lot of my childhood, I remember them brewing and stuff. But I also remember sometimes with I don't even know because it wasn't like the entire batch. It was just randomly one or two bottles would just be maybe over CO2 or something. I don't know, and they would just fucking explode. And I was the one that would be, you know, home from fucking high school at the time, fuck 10, 15 years ago. Or probably around the time I was in a freshman. And I just remember it was a day like this, so it was super gloomy, real sad day. I think it was probably raining too. And I used to play video games in the front room, just take my dad's giant TV. Even when he came home, I would usually still just play games on it. So he had like his room in the backyard, which is funny because that's where I hang out now is the backyard. I love hanging out in the backyard. Um, and I was all alone in my house. It's fucking dark. It was probably at 6 o'clock, raining hard as hell, thunder. And I just from behind me, like from where I am to my chair over there, boom, fucking explosion, bro. I'm fucking confused as shit because I'm looking around my house. There's nothing that is a sign of an explosion. And then I open these white boxes, like a little tiny fucking moving boxes. If you're moving like maybe a pet stuff or something, I don't know, like the little white foldable boxes. They used to store their beers in them, and it was like I probably put it out of my mind for like 20, 30 minutes, and all of a sudden I was like, it smells like fucking beer in here. It smells like beer all over the ground, and I'm kind of freaking out. Not that my dad would have been like, "You're drinking beer." He basically knew I didn't like beer when I was in high school. I didn't like things. So, but I'm in my head, I'm like, "Oh shit, he's gonna think I'm drinking his beer or something because it smells like beer around here." So I'm looking around and trying to figure out what the fuck it is, and I open the lid of one of these things, and it's like as I'm opening the lid, I hear this, and as I open it, it's like foaming just a tiny little bit, and glass is fucking everywhere, stuck to fucking everything in this little box. And being the worst kid, I left it until my dad got home. Fucking like 8 hour, 9 hour workday. He got home, and I'm just like, "Hey, one of your beers exploded in the box." And he goes, "Did you clean it up?" And I went, "No, I didn't want to touch it in case I smelled like beer." And I could tell he was frustrated, but also kind of like, "Yeah, you're weaponizing your incompetence. God damn it." And I kind of was. But I guess that's where my love of brewing stuff comes from. It's probably my father. The weed growing thing, I don't know where that came from. I'm just kind of, I won't say I'm great at it, but I'm pretty good at it. Like popping seeds, I'm not great at that. I can grow the hell out of some weed. I got my whole little, you guys can't see it, but it's broken right now because of the fucking rain and wind and shit. But I got my little greenhouse over there. Probably gonna put some more peas in it, make it a little bit more resistant to the weather, or just set it up in summer. I don't know. I will tell you, I'm fucking sad as shit when I watched it go down. Though I was standing outside that window. I don't know if you can. You guys can see it. There's a window over there that is like a door that goes all the way to the ground. And it was raining, and I was just watching the wind like beat the shit out of that thing, and I was just standing there like I had seen my fucking my squad mate get shot to death in front of me. I was, I was so sad, dude. I got more ideas to strengthen it. Actually, well, I'm glad I have it now, just because there's nothing in it. I just finished up a season that was pure outside, and it was okay. I'm definitely a bit better growing inside like a greenhouse, though, because outside there's so much to fucking try to tackle and like not let happen or let happen. I overnutrited them at one point since they didn't have all this fucking area under them like they live in my greenhouse. They just got overnutriated and like weren't able to like overnutrient them. So I couldn't add enough water to do it because they were in like a that weren't super big. But yeah, next time it'll be better because I'll be back in the greenhouse and I won't have to fucking bend over. But this time, I spent my entire first season while growing in that fucking greenhouse, hunched over like this when this was a house that went like right over my fucking head. It sucked, but fun. Going to the clinic. Ain't going to the clinic, baby. Bum, bum, bum. So if you're ready to take on your pharmacy performance issue, I also realized that my uncle, when he came here, he took my big fucking fermenter. I have one that's like almost twice the size. Well, not twice the size. I do have one that's twice the size of this one. But that's too fucking big. In case I fuck it up. I'm not willing to look at a fuck up that big. So it was this one or that fucking one that is 3 times the size of this one. But I have one that's twice the size of this one. But he took it the other day. I think he literally was like, "Hey, you have those like big ones in the garage," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that'll be perfect for it." And then like as he was leaving, he was like, "By the way, I took your big one," and I was kind of like, "Oh, all right, that's fine." The streets calling, and my dog, I'm confused. God damn it. What the fuck is it? Fuck? You'll get some. You'll get my mom real quick.
Gigabytes of all of these nonsense. Here in this game, you'll only get pure RPG fun. No shortcuts, no VIP privileges. Instead, it is every companion you meet and every dungeon you clear that makes you stronger. So, dive in.
All right. As you describe, if you don't know what to do, I'm a high beat specialist. It's like they made me for the wheel. I fell in love, I was online. Drop bumping like I'm dying. I took so many else, I swear to God, I'm trying. I did way too much wrong, I couldn't pay this one at a time. I'm in out of space, all these shows they got me flying. Like, baby, give me space. Girl, I ain't trying to hate. I'm trying to get this money, girl. I feel like it's a race. This 12 on my ass, girl. I almost caught a case. And we can take it slow, girl. I could follow your move. Mama see me down, my mama see me low. Since I was my nigga, I don't like no hoe. That's why I play for this. That shit, it take me out this hole. I keep my piss up people, I just said if it's hard hard. I never see you sometimes and do it like that. Feel in my heart, you know the truth, I was no fight there. I never be for the enemy, and never gonna fight there. And now we like that. We did go from my ass and this case. I finished on this shit. Oh my god, I cannot wait. Thank God I've been so confident. My granny
What the fuck is that stuck to, bro?
It's just like a tiny little bit of weed.
I had to get this moolah. The fuck? Niggas that took it real like a mule. I grew up with this stuff. On the water like a scuba. I wish I no coke, cause I didn't know it sooner. I think I'm going far. My head up in the sky. I think I'm reaching for the stars. My blood fast. Looking like I smoke cigars. And I be playing hoes just like I be playing guitars. I swear I'm never switching lanes. I never come around you cause you kick it with the legs. And that's really what we claim. And I be tasting sticking me and you is the same. Like, we ain't doing everything. Everything.
Damn. I'm gonna put my lighter somewhere where there's no apple juice. Apple juice is no apple juice. All right. Back to cutting the fucking apples.
Just ask Google for a plan.
Jesus Christ.
So these are the culprits. Case closed.
So, it's even that different than what I normally do, I guess, with meat. It's really not because like I said earlier, this is technically not a cider because we added another fruit. This is technically now a melomel. Maybe I know that term mainly from mead making, which is when you make a mead and you flavor with fruit. It's no longer mead; it's a melomel. So since this has two types of fruit in it, it's a melomel. Which I don't really know how the apricot plum thing is going to come through, but I'm just hoping it adds some sweetness because gala apples. These are just tiny gala apples. So they're not going to be like super